Hey, this is EAJ-Man from Autopsy Live and the Skype Pirates. When I want to make it look like I give a shit about sports, I tune into SportsWorldRadio with Jeff Escow.
Jeff
Doing bad time. Doing bad time. Got myself a problem.
I messed up, growing tired of knots, tangled up in problems, not caring enough. Now I'm on a journey to find what's right, always telling the truth, but hiding all the lies. And don't go thinking I'm being myself. I just act this way around you, and to someone else. This isn't where I wanna be. Let's look in the kitchen and the living room. Nothing to find but what's left thrown. A really great time that wasn't any of mine. Running away feels like a storm. Let's throw our problems out the door today. Well, finding things clear to me. And don't go thinking I'm being myself. I got other things on my mind, not you or anyone else. This isn't where I wanna be. Whoa, make me see the things on the inside. Make me see the things on the inside. Let me see the things on the inside. Make me see the things on the inside. Don't go thinking I'm being myself. I just act this way around you, and to someone else. This isn't where I wanna be. Whoa, She asked me maybe if I could share her sorrow for all the men that tried to treat her wrong. You're just a baby awaiting her tomorrow. It's rock me baby all night long. She needs an answer to her confusion, someone to guide her with tenderness. But when she's asking for a solution, oh, she gets, you know, it's something like this. I don't know where we come from, I don't know where we're going to, but if all this should have a reason, we would be the last to know. So let's just hope there is a promised land. Hang on till then, as best as we can. Everybody else, you know, it fills her with compassion. That's why she tries to save the world alone. She helps the needy in her own fashion and tries to give them all her own. She needs an answer to her confusion, someone to guide her with tenderness. But when she's asking for a solution, oh, she gets, you know, it's something like this. I don't know where we come from, I don't know where we're going to, but if all this should have a reason, we would be the last to know. So let's just hope there is a promised land. Hang on till then, as best as we can.
All I want is to be loved. All I want is you. All I want is to be from somewhere, an address for me and you. Sometimes it feels impossible to get along. It feels impossible to get along. Again, I'm living with my hand. Again, I'm feeling blue. Again, you've made me question our love. Again, with you, sometimes it feels impossible to get along. Yeah, it feels impossible to get along. Sometimes it feels impossible. So now I sit alone in silence, waiting to hear from you. I pray there's something left inside us. If it's broken, I've got some glue. I'll fix it all for you. Fix it all for you. I'll fix it all for you. I'll fix it all for you. It all for you. But it feels impossible to.
Live from San Diego, it's Sports World Radio. You've never heard a sports show like this. Oh, no, you haven't.
Oh, blow me.
You got it.
Holy fucking shit.
What in the hell is your major malfunction?
Can't believe that goddamn son of a bitch did that fucking crap.
Don't give me any of your shit.
Right?
Yeah, that's right. Those are your hosts, Jeff Askow and Sean Mann. Remember, those who can't play sports, talk about it. These two tell it like it is. Tune into Sports World Radio for the fastest hour of sports of your life. So here they are, the douchebags of sports themselves, Jeff Askow and Sean Mann.
Hey, welcome to Sports World Radio. Glad everybody could be with today. We got a jam-packed show, a lot to get to because we got to, we'll just, when we get to show, we'll get to it all. We're going to have a lot of fun today. It's going to be a lot of fun here at Sports World Radio. Glad everybody can hang out with us. If you want to get in touch with the show, you can listen to Sports World Radio over on SportsWorldRadio.com, and that's where you can get in touch with the show. If you have Skype, click the Call Now button. It's that red button on the left-hand side, and you can call us via Skype only. Over there on Sports World Radio, that red button. During the show, talk about the topics we're talking about. If you don't like it, tough. If you like it, great. Ask us any questions. All that, just click that red button there on Sports World Radio if you have Skype. You can also listen to us on Honest Answer Radio, as well as Spreaker.com. Hang out with us on Spreaker.com and hang out in the chat room. Or listen to us on Sports World Radio and just listen. If you're listening to us on Sports World Radio, thank you very, very much. Follow us on Facebook over there on Facebook.com/SportsWorldRadio. That's Facebook.com/SportsWorldRadio. As well as Twitter. Twitter.com/SportsWorldRadio with no O in world. Over there on Twitter, it's Sports World Radio without the O in world on Twitter. With all that being said and out the freaking way, what do you say? Hey, don't forget, we are on iTunes as well. Subscribe to our iTunes channel, Sports World Radio on iTunes. You'll never miss another episode of Sports World Radio. Sean Mann, the update man, joining us. What's going on there, buddy?
I'm doing great, Jeff, and welcome everybody to the first show of 2014. It's January 2nd, 2014, 7:07 p.m. on the East Coast, which makes it 4:07 p.m. on the West. Hello to Wes, hello to Browning, and of course, hello to the host of Sports World Radio, Jeff. It's a very kind of overcast day again. No snow, but of course the East Coast is getting blasted with the snowstorm.
Yeah, there could be some great football games over the weekend with this nice, cool snowstorm and cold they got coming. It's beautiful out here in San Diego. It's beautiful, sunny, 70-plus degrees, gorgeous day. I had the air conditioner on for a little bit because it was probably about 85, 90 degrees here in the studio. I had to cool it down a little bit. But it's gorgeous out here, man. Gorgeous, gorgeous out here. That's why I live in sunny San Diego. So what's going on there, pal? What's the first topic?
Well, the first topic we're going to get to. Hey, Jeff, did you know something? Wes is in the house, and Wes has never gotten over what happened on Sunday with this Pittsburgh Steelers.
He's still bitching and moaning about crap that happened on Sunday. It's freaking Thursday already. Move on.
He says, look, the NFL's a scam. My team got screwed.
Your team didn't get screwed. You know what happened? Your team went 0-6 to start the season. If your team would have won a couple of games at the beginning of the year, maybe they would have made the playoffs. You got nobody to blame but yourself because your team put themselves in that predicament. End of
He
discussion.
said-
Of discussion. Wes, you hear me? That's it. It's your team's fault. You can't. Oh, the referees blew it. If they would have made the call against the Chargers, my team would have been in. You want to know something? If your team wouldn't have went 0-6 at the beginning of the season, they wouldn't have put themselves in that predicament. So you got nobody to blame but the damn Pittsburgh Steelers. So just shut the hell up.
I think Wes also said Jeff doesn't know anything about football. He says
Yeah,
he's
lots of
probably
luck.
thinking if it happened with your Giants, now they got screwed, you'd be blowing up at the TV and getting all upset.
No, I wouldn't because they suck, just like the Pittsburgh Steelers. At least I'm man enough to say it. You know? At least I'm man enough to say my team sucks. Look, he's blaming it on injuries. We got injuries.
got injuries. Yes, that's what he's blaming it on.
We got injuries. Where are you, from the hood? We got injuries, man. No, your team started 0-6. That's the problem, just like my team. They were out of it after they were 0-6. Your team and my team. Done. Come on, man. Come on, man.
He's all upset because the Pirates
still
didn't
upset.
win the World Series, and We Are Family went, and then Pittsburgh Steelers lose
far-
and don't even get into the playoffs. And then, of course, his
So far,
Penguins
he's
are
0 for
lucky
2.
they're doing well in the Eastern Conference.
So far, he's 0-2 this sports season, huh? Nope.
I would say 0-3 because the Bruins my Bruins beat your Penguins, Wes, and I still love every minute of that. At the start, he's like
So
he's
you went
playing on
0-4.
the record in injuries.
Okay. So you started 0-4, and then you went 2-6. Come on, yeah. That's a playoff team. Get the flock out of here. Okay. 2-6 does not make playoff team. Okay. Don't give me none of that crap. All right. Come on, man. You knew your after the 7th week. Give me a break. You needed 16 million things to happen for your team to make the playoffs, and you're blaming the referees? You're blaming the referees. Good job, dude. Hey, you know something? A whiner's got to blame somebody because he can't blame himself.
Well, Wes is saying, look, we should be going for 7 right now.
Oh, my God. Jeez Louise, Batman. There's other teams in the NFL, for Jiminy Cricket's sakes. You couldn't even win your freaking division, for Christ's sakes. You couldn't even win your freaking division. You deserve to be in the playoffs. Bullshit.
Wes is the one who's even saying that the Steelers are going to go to the Super Bowl before the season began. What happened there,
What
Wes?
happened? They didn't go, oh, no, the referees cost them the playoffs, man. It was the referees' fault because they didn't call that the penalty on the Chargers when they had 7 men on the line when they're only supposed to have 6, and there was 2 referees standing right there, and all 4 eyes missed it. It's the NFL's fault, man.
Wes, if your Steelers made the playoffs and played Cincinnati, there's
Look
no...
at them.
Sorry to say it,
Why
buddy.
didn't
They
you
would
beat them?
lose.
Then why didn't you beat them when you played them?
He said the O-line was a mess.
Oh, there he goes. There he goes making excuses. Hey, you know something, Wes? You know what I think of excuses? They're just like assholes. Everybody's got one.
Jeff and Sean, don't forget that Tomlin got fined as well. Good point there,
Got
Brownie.
fined. He should be fired for what he did. And I'll tell you something. He did it on. I'll tell you something, Wes. I'm glad you're here and you brought that out. In my opinion, he did that on purpose. And the reason I think he did that on purpose is because when it happened, after it happened, he was smiling about it and laughing about it. He did it on purpose. And don't tell me he didn't. Rat bastard. Rat bastard. Come on, man. I could fire at you all day long. Keep bringing it to me. I could fire at you all day long because you know something? You're wrong. That's why. You're wrong. You know what? There's absolutely... You know, so I said this to Sean while we were waiting to come on the air. I don't see the Pittsburgh...
Wes, no.
Quit your
You
belly
can't be
aching,
saying that
Wes.
about Bill Belichick. He turned that whole Patriot team around. That's why he's in the playoffs, unlike Mike Tomlin, who's sitting crying because his Steelers didn't get into the playoffs. If your team would have won some games at the beginning of the year, you would be in the playoffs
Quit
now.
your belly aching, Wes. Okay, move on. NFL season is over for you. Move on. Your team couldn't even win their own freaking division. They go 0-4 to start the season. They go 2-6 in the first 8 weeks. You really expect them to make the playoffs? Come on, man. Get
Now
the
he's
hell
already
outta here.
saying 2014 Pittsburgh
Yeah,
Steelers are the
I know.
Super Bowl champions when the season starts in September of this year.
I know.
Now he's going to rip Roger Goodell on his show, on the G-Fix show.
Exactly. I know.
This weekend.
Go ahead. Go rip them all you want. I've ripped them a million times. I rip them all the time over here. All the time. I rip them on this show.
He says the NFL, I remember him saying something to me like, John, the NFL is a fixed game and it's a scam if officials can't get calls right. He's upset about it.
I know, and he's still upset about it. That's the thing. It's Thursday. It's Thursday, and he's still upset about it.
Break his asses.
Show, and he sends me a text message on Facebook, and he says to me, quote, this is him saying it, not me, the Steelers put themselves in their own predicament, unquote. Okay, they got nobody else to blame but themselves. Okay, nobody. All right? Come on, man. You're going to tell me the referees caused them not to make the playoffs because they didn't make the freaking call on the San Diego Chargers because they had 7 people on the line instead of 6? Get the fuck out of here, will you? The fuck out of here. That's just ridiculous, man. Come on now.
And he says that Jeff probably doesn't know anything about football because he's been following the NFL for a long time Jeff has.
I know, look at he. I can live with a judgment call, but not a formation call. Well, you want to know something? In the eyes of the referee, and I hate to tell you something, there was 4 eyes right there. They didn't see it, so it was a judgment call. So they didn't see it. They blew it. And you want to know something? They saw it later on. The next day it was pointed out to them, and the NFL apologized to the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's all they can do is apologize and try not to let it happen in the future. That's it. It's not like they can take the win away from San Diego and put the Steelers in the playoffs. The hell's the matter with you?
That's funny. Oh my gosh, this is funny.
Come
This
on,
has been hysterical.
man.
This has been the Jeff West banter in the first half of the show. Great way to start the first topic.
Come on, man. Seriously, Wes. And now? What about now? I just had, okay, yeah, we had a little technical. I'm having a little glitch with my with my broadcaster. I'm thinking I might have to update that, but they should be able to hear us now. Thank you for that. They should be able to hear now. I'm having a little glitch with my freaking. Now we should be back on the air. There we go. Wow, my encoder just did a blink on me. We should be okay to go. They should be able to hear us count to like 30, and then they should be able to hear us again. They should.
Well, Browning says he can hear us.
I just don't understand why Wes is still bitching and moaning.
He's upset. See, told you Goodell sucks. He is now trying to make me not be heard. That's what Wes is saying.
Well, you know something, Wes? You can't be heard anyway. I can't hear you. All I can see you is typing.
You know what? I would like to see Wes call in on Skype, and let's hear more of his opinion.
No, come on. I don't want to deal with that because he's wrong.
Wes' Skype is already on. Call in,
He's
Wes.
wrong.
Let's hear more of your excuses with Jeff and Wes.
He's wrong. He's wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Call. You go. Look what he says. Wes goes, "I'm right."
No, you're not right. You're giving excuses. You're not putting the blame where the blame goes, which is the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's where the blame goes. 100%, no doubt about it. Pittsburgh
He goes,
Steelers.
"Look, you see the 3-yard crawl?"
Doesn't matter. He's still, look at him. He's still bitching and moaning Hey, Wes, can I ask you a question? All the bitching and moaning and complaining that you're doing and have been doing since Sunday, has it changed the outcome of anything?
And he goes, "Look, the fake was a strip. It was a strip. It was a crawl for 3 yards, Jeff."
The outcome of anything? No. And you want to know something? It never will. You know why? Because the fans mean nothing.
Oh, like what Wes says, "I'll be pissed till next year. I even want my money back."
What? Your money back? What the hell did you do?
Wes, did you make a bet with Jeff somehow?
Not me. I didn't bet him on anything like that.
He says, "I started a protest."
I didn't start anything like that. I didn't do that. I still got that bet going with that dude for the Denver Broncos. That's about it. Wow, my broadcast is really screwy. Oh, there it is. Okay. Wow. Freaking me out here. I might have to update my broadcaster. Holy freaking cannoli, Batman. Wow. All right.
Wes is probably saying, Jeff wants to not have his encoder work because he knows I'm right and Jeff is wrong.
No, you're not right. You are wrong. 100%. My tickets are paid for. My NFL ticket on TV, my jerseys, it all means nothing when it's a cheat season. Hey, okay, you want to get something? I agree with you. Then take down all that crap, that Pittsburgh Steeler crap, your cave. Take it all down. Return it all then. Return it all, you son of a bitch. Return everything. You want your money back? Return all that crap. Get rid of the whole cave. Tell your wife you had enough. I'm done. The NFL sucks. I'm no longer a Pittsburgh Steeler fan. Do whatever you want with the man cave. Get rid of it then, you son of a bitch. Put your money where your mouth is. Come on. Put your bullshit where your mouth is.
But Wes continues to say the NFL has turned into the national. That's what he's probably saying because he can't get over it.
I want my money. He wants his money back for all this crap. Then you know what? Get rid of all your paraphernalia, all your Steelers banners, all your Steelers helmets, all your lamps, all you Steeler lamps, all you Steeler bullshit that you have. Get rid of it all then. Okay? Don't be a hypocrite now. Don't be a hypocrite. Get rid of it all then.
He says, I want Goodell in a cage match.
He would kick Wes, I hate to say this, but he would kick your ass. Goodell's a big boy, man. Goodell's a big boy. Give it all. Don't be a hypocrite now, Wes. I seen pictures of that Pittsburgh Steelers cave room, caveman, whatever the hell you got there. Get rid of all that crap then.
Now I know you're crazy, Jeff Escow.
See, I'm right, though.
Ooh.
I'm right. He opened up a can of worms, didn't he? Didn't he? Here, quotations. Quote, hypocrite ass kicker. That's what they're calling you, man.
Is it a he or a she?
It's a she. It's coming from a female perspective. They're calling you a hypocrite. How about that?
Where does she live?
I'm not telling. I'm not divulging.
Okay.
She lives in the East Coast. I'll give you that much. On the East Coast. How crazy? I'm 6'3", 270. I'm a monster. Oh. You know what? That is pretty gruesome sounding. It sounds like you are a monster. But I'm telling you, dude, don't be a hypocrite. If you say you're going to get rid of your shit, then get rid of your shit.
He goes, look,
All
I'll
of it.
kill him, Roger Goodell.
All of it. No. Cage. If you're going to do cage match style, you got to do it like WWE. Okay? Or do a TLC style WWE match inside the cage. Now, that would be awesome.
Hey, Wes, are you going to ask Browning, Jeff, and I about who your money would be on? Should we put our money on Goodell? Should we put our money on you?
I'm putting my money on Goodell. I'm just telling you right now. I'm putting my money on Goodell. I want front row seats for that one. I want to call that match, in fact. I want to call that match.
He says the money is all on me, everybody. Go with me.
Hold on me. I want to call that match. That's going to be awesome. That'd be pretty freaking awesome over there. I'm telling you, you hypocrite son of a bitch. If you're going to get rid of all your crap, then you got to get rid of all your Pittsburgh paraphernalia also. And take a picture of that blank room with your wife's big-ass smile, because I know she's sick and tired of looking at all that crap, too.
And then Browning goes, me, Jeff, will call the match. We'll have a front row seat. That's funny.
Yeah, then what would be great is Wes hits Goodell, and Goodell spits blood, and it goes all over freaking Andrew's face. Whack! That'd be pretty funny, wouldn't it?
Yes, he goes, look, I was a Jack Lambert twin. That's what.
Look, it said live, breathe, eat Steeler football, but yet he's still change the outcome that's already happened, knowing that the San Diego Chargers going into Cincinnati are playing the Bengals this week, while the Pittsburgh Steelers are sitting at home. I didn't make the playoffs because the referee didn't make
He says the NFL is a cheat.
The referees didn't make the call. We're not going to the playoffs. Oh, God. Come on, man. Really?
I know on Saturday afternoon, Wes will be sitting in his house. He'll be saying, that should be my Pittsburgh Steelers in the playoffs. It's San Diego playing Cincinnati. The NFL's all screwed up.
How pissed off is what going to be if the San Diego Chargers actually make the Super Bowl? How pissed off is Wes going to be if the Chargers actually make the Super Bowl?
Oh, I would not even want to be around him. He goes, look, San Diego will get spanked.
How freaking awesome is that, huh?
Hysterical.
I would laugh so hard if the Chargers actually made the Super Bowl, because Wes doesn't believe the Chargers should be in the playoffs at all.
He's upset. He says it should be Pittsburgh playing Cincinnati.
Of course it should be. That's what he thinks. That's what he believes, because he believes in his Pittsburgh Steelers.
Wes is probably saying, I'm right. Jeff is wrong. Steelers are the best, and we should be in the playoffs. Hot weather is coming to ice cold Cincy.
I hate to tell you, if the Steelers didn't start off the season 0-4 and then go 2-6, maybe they would have made the playoffs. But they got nobody else to blame but themselves, so quit your bitching, will you?
Ask Cincy how happy they are. It ain't us.
Doesn't matter. Does Cincy? Hey, can I ask you a question, Sean?
Yeah.
Does Cincinnati win that division?
Yes.
Who's in that division? Baltimore?
Baltimore.
Cleveland? Oh,
and
yeah.
Cleveland and
Oh, yeah. Pittsburgh, too, right?
yeah.
So shut the hell up, Wes. Pittsburgh Steelers couldn't even win their own division. Get the hell out of here, will you?
He goes, we beat the crap out of them.
Doesn't matter. You couldn't win your own. Doesn't matter that you beat them. You couldn't even win the division that you beat them from.
Oh my gosh.
Big deal.
God,
You beat.
Wes.
Big deal. You beat Cincinnati, but Cincinnati got the last laugh because they won the division, didn't they? Huh?
Hey.
Huh?
Hey, Wes, how mad would you be if Cincinnati goes all the way to the Super Bowl and they win it and they're in the same division as you?
Oh, I see. I'm in a this week because Cincinnati's my dark horse team.
Yeah, and they're playing the team where you live in, San Diego.
Exactly. They're playing the Chargers, and I live here. But Cincinnati hasn't lost a home game all season. Cincinnati didn't lose a home game all season. So that means that Cincinnati even beat your Pittsburgh Steelers once this year, you jackass. So shut the hell up.
Wes goes, they are healthy. We had no line. Now we do.
Oh, my God.
He's upset. I'm telling you. Wes is having a lot of excuses.
I know.
Update, yes.
Yeah. Before we go to the update, though, before we go to that update, I just want to remind y'all that Wes is still wrong and I'm still right. This update is brought to you by KeuregCoffeeMachines.com. For all you coffee lovers out there, head on over to KeuregCoffeeMachines.com and pick up your very own Keurig coffee machine today. Brewing perfection, one cup at a time. Take it away, Mr. Sean Mann, with the only update of the day.
To the bottom of the hour. It is 7:30 p.m. on the East Coast, which makes it 4:30 p.m. on the West. Let's get caught up on what's going on as far as the NFL is concerned. Year deal to remain with the Chicago Bears that will keep them through the 2020 season.
I know, we didn't even have time to talk about that yet because we're too involved with Wes, but we'll get into that when we get back.
Absolutely. The Packers, Bengals, and the Colts get ticket extensions. That's another thing that we'll be also talking about after the update.
Yeah, I want to know what's going on with those guys, too. Yeah, we got to talk about that, too.
We've had so much entertainment with Wes. Coordinator.
God, because he sucks. That's why they didn't make the playoffs, because his offensive scheme sucks. Get him out of New York.
A new head coach coming in, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That is the guy, Lovie Smith. He will be the new head coach of the Buccaneers. He used to coach the Chicago Bears. So congratulations, Tampa. We'll see what Lovie Smith can provide in Tampa Bay, Florida.
See that, Wes? At least I can admit when my coaches suck.
Teams to go to. In the NBA, there's other news to report before we get to the games tonight. The Heat get Wade and Anderson back versus the Warriors. And then, of course, here's another big thing, Jeff, making news in the National Basketball Association. Pal Gasol for Andrew Bynum, the trade talks, they are now stalling. Carmelo Anthony has an ankle and a back. He is injured, especially for a Knicks team that is 9-21, not playing well. The Denver Nuggets ban Andre Miller for 2 games for bad conduct, especially with Coach Brian Shaw, especially since Denver has been dealing with a lot of difficult situations. In the NBA, usually there's like 2 games that they play, and it's usually on TNT for the NBA. In the first quarter, with 1 minute and 14 seconds remaining, the Orlando Magic have an 18-17 lead against the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Golden State Warriors taking on the Miami Heat. The Boston Celtics at the Chicago Bulls. The Brooklyn Nets at the Oklahoma City Thunder. The New York Knicks at the San Antonio Spurs. Memphis Grizzlies at the Phoenix Suns, Milwaukee Bucks at Utah Jazz, Charlotte Bobcats at the Portland Trailblazers, and the final game of the night, it will be the Philadelphia 76ers against the Sacramento Kings. In the National Hockey League, here's what we got going on right now. 5 minutes and 22 seconds left in the first period. In Boston, it is 0-0 between the Bruins and the Predators. The New York Islanders lead the Chicago Blackhawks 1-0. Carolina Hurricanes 1, Washington Capitals 0. 6 minutes and 1 second in the first period. Winnipeg Jets at Ottawa Senators. Los Angeles Kings at the St. Louis Blues. Buffalo Sabres at the Minnesota Wild. Montreal Canadiens at the Dallas Stars. Philadelphia Flyers at the Colorado Avalanche. Columbus Blue Jackets at the Phoenix Coyotes. And the final game, Edmonton Oilers at the San Jose Sharks. For your update for Sports World Radio, I am Sean Mann. Back to the host of Sports World Radio, Jeff Escal.
That update was brought to you by Keurig.coffeemachines.com. For all your Keurig coffee machine needs, head on over to KeurigCoffeemachines.com. Brewing perfection, one cup at a time. That's KeurigCoffeemachines.com. What are you laughing at?
What is still going on during my update? Tomlin is our leader.
I know. I know. He's got this thing, man. He's got this thing. He just does not let go. His wife must be, you know what? He must drive his wife crazy, man. He just doesn't let go.
Wes, how's your wife holding up? I hope your wife is doing
Man.
okay after you were getting upset.
I seen a
4 days later.
You know what? I seen a video of his wife breaking into the house.
Wes
Through
says
a window.
never. She is mad.
I mean, come on. I'll tell you one thing. I would not want to be in that house right now. I wouldn't want to be nowhere near that house. I'm glad I'm over here in California where I'm safe.
Otherwise, if you were at that house, Jeff would be like, oh, boy, I don't want to be here much longer.
I would probably say, hey, you know what, dude, I'm staying at a hotel because I can't get around this.
I know, that's probably what I'd say, too. Get to a condo or get to a condo, but a
hotel room. Hey, you know what, I'm renting the car and I'm going back to California. See you later, dude. I'm not even waiting for my airplane trip. See ya.
It's like saying, no, stay, I'm just angry. Fuck you because my Steelers got screwed.
Oh, I'm not talking to you about them. Tough. Okay, hey, Kevin Gilbride finally retires. Yeah. Thank God for that. Get him out of there in New York. We don't need him no more. Get his ass out of it. His offense started to get stale. You can see it happening. Get him out of there. We need some new fresh. Okay. Now.
It's a war zone at the Highland residence.
I bet. Okay. Sean, let's get on to a topic, please.
All right, first topic we get to in the NFL. Jay Cutler has accepted, and he will stay in Chicago. 7-year contract. That's a great deal.
I think it's a great deal, too. I'm kind of surprised that they did it so quickly. A couple of days after their season end, I'm surprised it got done so fast. But we'll see. He's injury prone. He hasn't played a whole season in several years, so we'll see what happens. I'm sure they're going to keep McCown as their backup.
Yeah, and I think the Bears know perfectly well that they're making sure that they'll be stronger next year. You know, they're still heartbroken by the loss, but they got over it very quickly, right, Wes? Quote, anything that would have happened anywhere, I would have went. There's always positives and negatives, Jay Cutler said. There's always critics. Coming off an 8-8 season, we are not happy with how it ended. But I think everyone in this building is really excited about the direction we are going for the Chicago Bears.
Him and Trestman got along very well, so that'll work, won't it?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what happens with that there. 7 years, that's something I woke up to that was pretty cool. So we'll see what happens with that. You know, yesterday, whatchamacallit got hired as the head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which I believe.
Lovie Smith.
Right?
Lovie Smith is the new head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and Jeff, Wes, and Browning. What are your guys' thoughts about that?
I think that's the right spot for him, to tell you the truth. I think that's the perfect spot for him.
Lovie Smith did a great job with the Bears. It didn't end very well, except he got fired and let go.
Well, he
now
got
he goes
fired
to
on
the
it.
Buccaneers, and let's see what kind of a new direction he takes that team.
They fired him on a 10-6 season.
Yeah.
So, he's a good coach. It's a good coach. I think that's a really good spot for him. They got some good players over there. He's just got to decide whether or not that McClellan is starting quarterback. If he is, then they don't have to draft the quarterback. They can draft other spots that they need.
He served as Tampa Bay's linebackers coach under Coach Tony Dungy from 1996 to 2000. So, yeah, it is a perfect spot. He's familiar with it. This was the right move for the Buccaneers. Just did not do a good job. And remember, at the beginning of it was terrible. And remember, at the beginning of the season, Greg Schiano told the fans, "Hey, look, it's going to be all right. We're going to get to the win and do a good job."
Well, Lovie Smith is a player's coach, and he's a defensive-minded coach. So that defense is going to be pretty good next year. I wouldn't be shocked if they're in the playoffs next year. Not at all. I wouldn't be shocked at all if they're in the playoffs.
No.
Not one. Going to be streaming every NFL game live on the internet this year. Every NFL playoff game will be streamed live online for the first time. The league said Thursday that CBS and Fox would be providing live streams of their broadcasts this season. No wonder why they can't sell out the freaking games. People just stay home and watch it online.
Technology is.
People just stay home and watch it online. So you can imagine if the playoff game is blacked out, those people that are in the blackout area can just go online and watch the stream. That's why the freak game's not being sold out, you sons of bitches. You know what you're doing? You know what you're doing, NFL? You know what you're doing, NFL?
What?
You're cutting your nose to spite your face. Okay? You got to sell out the games so you can put them on TV in the local area, but now you're going to be streaming these playoff games, so people are saying, screw it. If it gets blacked out, I'll just watch it online because they're streaming it. So you're screwing yourselves.
Well, here's a big topic here. The Cincinnati Bengals, Packers, and Colts all were granted ticket sale deadline extensions from the NFL on Thursday. And I knew, Jeff, that you wanted me to follow that, and here we go. The Packers joined that list after they came up about 3,000 tickets short of selling out 80,750 at Lambeau Field.
So they can't lift the blackout because they haven't sold out and they're 3,000 short and they got 80,000 people going to the game, but they still can't lift the blackout. How crazy is that? 80,000 people at the game, but there's still 3,000 tickets left, so they can't lift the blackout. That's pretty stupid, as far as I'm concerned. That's pretty stupid. What about the Cincinnati game? How many tickets are left for that? Do you know?
I'm looking right now. Late Thursday afternoon, there was no official word as to how many Bengals tickets were left. The team's Twitter account accidentally floated the number 3,500 before being
get the blackout lifted, right? And then there's one more.
The NFL gave the Colts a second extension to try to sell their remaining 3,000 tickets for Saturday's game against the Kansas City Chiefs to avoid having it blacked out.
Every freaking game's got 3,000 tickets left.
Yes.
How crazy, how stupid is that for the NFL? How stupid, hey, I'm sorry, we sold 70,000 tickets, but we can't get the last 3,000 sold. Sorry, NFL says, blackout ensued. How crazy is that?
Crazy. Now, Wes, that's something we can agree on for Roger Goodell right there.
Well, from what I understand, they're going to be lifting the blackout conditions next year. That's a good move Roger Goodell did. Don't you agree with that, Mr. Wes?
He says Steeler Nation will sell out every game.
Look at him. Look at him. Since he can't sell out, Chargers have no... Hey, I hate to tell you, but the only game the Chargers did not sell out this year happened to be the game that the Cincinnati Bengals came to San Diego. Otherwise, every game was sold out. We got to see every game on TV. That was the only game, was the Cincinnati game. So Cincinnati fans are just sticking it right back to the Charger fans.
Yeah, and Wes is already saying Jeff's dark horse team, the Bengals. The fanfare is lame.
Listen. I love to see Cincinnati go in there and beat freaking Denver. How awesome would that be?
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. I don't want to get too much into our talk about the wild card games till tomorrow night show.
Right, we're making our picks for Saturday's games on tomorrow night's show. And then on Saturday's show, we will talk at least Saturday night.
Well, I just hope they can get the blackout thing taken care of, and get 3,000 tickets sold for the 3 games.
It's the NFL playoffs for Jiminy Cricket's. How do you black out 3 of the 4 games?
I don't know. I haven't really seen very much of this during the NFL playoffs because the fans think they can afford it.
Let me ask you a question. Has Jerry Jones said anything? Well, if the Dallas Cowboys were in the playoffs, we wouldn't have a blackout. We'd sell out our thing.
Well, Wes and Browning and Jeff, I haven't heard very much about what Jerry Jones has said.
What?
He's been pretty quiet because he's pretty upset about his team blowing it 3 straight years.
He probably went on vacation and said, screw this Super Bowl crap. I'm not involved. It's not in my freaking dome this year. To hell with it. I'm going on vacation. I don't even want to hear it.
And then he can say, I can celebrate the success I did with the Cowboys. We went 8-8, but I'm doing a good job as general manager.
Don't start with me. Start with me. Don't start. I got one badass dude in here who thinks I got one dude that thinks he's a badass in here already. Okay, don't start with me with Jerry Jones.
Okay. He retired today.
Thank God. His offense sucks. Okay? Hey, you know something? I'm blaming the referees, man. If the referees didn't call so many bad penalties against the Giants, maybe they would have made the playoffs. It's all the referees' fault. I'm going to be like Wes. It's all the referees' fault, man. They didn't call they called too many penalties on the Giants.
He's still blaming it on a strip.
Let it go, dude. He just can't let it go.
Wes, so your G-Fix show that you're doing on Saturday, it's all about ripping refs.
He just can't let it go,
man.
With
the NFL playoffs.
He can't let it go. It's unbelievable.
Well, if we were at his house, Wes would be saying, I need somebody to talk to. I'm very frustrated.
Don't talk to me. Don't talk. You better hop on Skype with somebody. Don't bother me over this crap.
Well, he posted on my wall on Facebook. He said he enjoyed our show a few days ago. He says it rocked. He says, but Jeff is wrong. The NFL's a scam and it's a strip, and he should know it.
Yeah, well, I do know it, but that's not my. I listen. I do know that. I do understand that. But quit bitching and complaining. The season's over for you. Relax. Hey, dude, I gotta move on to the Penguins, will you?
Yeah, your Penguins are actually doing something in hockey, and that's winning. Oh, hey, Carrie, how you doing?
Do something to the Penguins. Who's here?
Look, he said the guy crawled.
The guy crawled. Hey, Carrie. The guy crawled? They blew the whistle, dude, isn't he? I'm not even going to argue with you. The guy crawled. You couldn't see the freaking guy. He was so small. That was somebody else on the ground, you jackass. He's still blaming the referees. He's still blaming the referees.
I'm just laughing away. It's the banter between Jeff and Wes. back my
Good.
money.
Good. I want to, you know what? I want you to get rid of all of that shit you got on your walls, all of that crap you got, and take a picture of before with all that crap on there, and then take a picture of after with all that crap gone.
Look what he says. Replay it. He crawled, dude.
Doesn't matter. Look, he's shut the hell up.
And they're not perfect either. Mistakes happen in life there, Wes. We're all human.
Man. Unstinking.
I said, look, I'm never taking it down. But he said, the guy crawled 3 yards.
He's going to be so happy if Cincinnati wins on Sunday.
Yeah, and then what happens
You
if
wanna
San
know
Diego
something?
goes really, really far
You wanna
there,
know
Wes? I
something?
know you're going to be saying, that
Just
should be
to
my
pi-
Steelers. That
just-
should be my Steelers.
Just to piss Wes off, I want the Chargers to go to the Super Bowl.
Judgment does, but formation? That's what Wes is saying. There's
Just-
more excuses.
Just because they missed it. They freaking missed it. Get over it already. They freaking missed it. Get over it.
And that would be great for Jeff. He'd be like, oh, the Chargers win the Super Bowl. Let's start roasting Wes. And I
Oh,
know,
man. Oh, man.
Wes has been going at
If the Chargers even make it to the Super Bowl, I'm not even going to call it the Super Bowl. I'm going to call it the Wes Hates the Super Bowl game.
I hijacked the plan. That's what Wes is saying.
Get over it already. They missed the freaking call. Get over it. It was missed. Move on.
Well, Wes, I hope that thing doesn't. Mad. I dwell about this. Steelers not making the playoffs.
How great would it be if the Steelers won the playoffs, won the Super Bowl next year, and then he could bitch him on, we could have done this 2 years in a row, but the damn referee screwed us out of making the playoffs.
And he goes, look, San Diego gets there. I will blow up the plane or whatever.
Good. Yeah. Unbelievable.
Jeff and I come to the show on Saturday night, and he'll be saying, well, we're going to start off the show with a call that just screwed my Steelers, and I should be...
Blah, 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 blah.
That's funny, Browning.
I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. Next topic, Sean.
In the NBA, Carmelo Anthony has got an injury for your New York Knicks, Jeff.
They
He is
suck.
out with injury.
They're terrible. See? I can admit it when my team suck, Wes. Okay? I can admit it, and I can move on. They suck. All right? You tell him, Carrie. Look at Carrie. Jeff's right. Move on. Steelers suck. That's not me saying it, dude.
Oh my God, this is great. And Wes' Skype is on. I can just see him Skype me after. Sean, you know I'm right.
See. You know what the problem is. You know what? Look at him. We suck 6 times. You're damn right. You'd suck 6 times.
Carrie, 6 Super Bowls, and Wes says my Steelers should come out with the.
Yeah. 29 other teams, you jackass.
He goes, I am so right.
No, he's not.
After the show gets over, I see me going on Facebook, and I can see Wes tagging Jeff and I saying, hey, Sean, Jeff, look at the call. Look at him. He crawled 3 yards.
Hey, Wes. hey, Wes. All the Pittsburgh Steelers had to do was win one more game, and they would have made the playoffs, but they couldn't do it, could they? So don't blame nobody but the Pittsburgh Steelers. They were 1 game short of making the playoffs. Who do you blame? The Pittsburgh Steelers. You can't blame anybody else. So sit there, take it, and shut the hell up.
He goes, I'll send you the strip.
I don't need to see. There you go. No, right? It's freaking nuts, dude. It's freaking nuts. All right, we're getting the flock out of here. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us today. Best guy, this has been Sports World Radio. Remember, you only have one life to live. Live it long, live it strong, and live it proud. And please don't forget, life may suck, but the alternative is unforgettable. Later. Peace out.
Bye.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, boy, Stimpy. We sure had fun today, didn't we? So long, kids. Come on, Stimpy, say goodbye.
Where are we going?
The show's over. See you next time.
Next time? When's that?
Pretty soon. Don't worry.
Pretty soon?